Hello students, today is our fourth lecture which is about the velocity of an object. So what is velocity? The rate of change in displacement is called velocity. The velocity tells us not only the speed of the object but it also gives us information about the direction of the body. Velocity is a vector quantity. It is equal to the displacement of a body in unit time. Mathematically, velocity is determined by the given expression. Velocity is equal to displacement covered by the body divided by the time taken by the body. Mathematically, it is given in the equation 2.2 where v is the velocity of the object, s is the displacement, and t is the time. The SI unit of velocity is also meter per second. Uniform velocity. When a body covers equal displacement in equal interval of time, then its velocity is called uniform velocity. For example, here in the figure we see a paratrooper coming down and he attains a uniform velocity which is also known as the terminal velocity. Average velocity. Sometimes when the velocity of the body changes, therefore in that situation we define the average velocity of the body, which is the total displacement covered divided by the total time taken. Instantaneous velocity. When the velocity of the body changes and we want to define the velocity of the body at a specific instant, then that velocity is called instantaneous velocity. Note that when a body is moving with uniform velocity, then its average and instantaneous velocities will be the same. As an example, a sprinter completes its 100-meter race in 12 seconds. Find its average speed. A sprinter is an athlete who runs for a short distance. So, to solve the given example, first, how much the distance the sprinter covers, which is given in the example. Let me highlight it. The distance covered is 100 meter. So we usually represent the distance by s. So the distance is 100 meter. Next, the time which is given in the example, which is 12 seconds. Note that in physics the SI unit of time is second. So whenever we are going to solve a numerical question, we will convert the time to seconds, and we are asked to find the average speed of the sprinter. So we know that the average speed is equal to the total distance covered divided by total time taken. So in the mathematical equation it is given v is equal to s divided by t. Then by putting the values, v is equal to 100 meter because the distance is 100 meter divided by t, which is 12 seconds. So dividing these values, which is 8.33 meter per second. So the average speed during the whole race of the sprinter is 8.33 meter per second. Now let's have another example, which is 2.3. A cyclist completes half round of a circular track of radius 318 meter in 1.5 minutes. Find its speed and velocity. Let the cyclist starts from point A and moves through the circular track, which is shown by the pink line, and reaches point B. The given data is the radius of the track, which is 318 meter, and the time, which is 1.5 minutes. So by changing it to the seconds, it will become 90 seconds. The distance covered is 5 times radius. We know that the length of the path of the circumference of a circle is 2 times 5 times radius. So it is a half circular track. It will be 5 times radius. So it will be 999 meter. And the displacement is along the diameter of the circle, which is along the line AB, which is 2 times of the radius. So it will be 636 meter. We are asked to find the speed and velocity of the cyclist. So we know that the speed is given as the distance divided by time, which is s divided by t, and by putting the values in the expression, it will be 999 meter divided by 90 seconds. So the speed of the cyclist is 11.1 meter per second. Now to find the velocity, we also know that velocity is equal to displacement divided by time, which is s divided by t. By putting the values in the expression, which is 636 meter divided by 90 seconds, so the velocity is 7.07 meter per second. Thus the speed of the cyclist is 11.1 meter per second, and the velocity is about 7.07 meter per second along the diameter AB of the track.